All right, let's dive in. Today, we're on a mission. We are going to crack the code of that perfectly formatted paper and turn what is usually a final frustrating chore into a total victory lap. You know that feeling, right? You've poured hours, maybe even days into your research and writing. You've perfected that conclusion. You are exhausted, but you're also proud. And just when you think you're about to hit submit, it hits you. The bibliography. That one last tedious thing standing between you and sweet, sweet freedom. We've all been there. And this, well, this is the enemy. A wall of pure chaos. You've got mixed fonts, spacing that's all over the place, no real structure. It's messy, it's confusing, and honestly, it kind of screams I finished this at 3 a.m. But today, we're going to conquer this chaos. So, how are we going to do it? Well, we've gotten our hands on a secret file. Our source for this deep dive is this simple-looking document, Times New Roman 12.docx. But trust me, it holds all the keys, a precise set of rules that will turn that jumbled mess into a masterpiece of clarity. Okay, our mission starts right here, with the very first piece of intel from our secret file. You should think of this as the universal uniform that makes every single one of your sources fall in line. The first rule is so simple, but it is absolutely crucial. Times New Roman 12-point font. Look, this isn't just some random stylistic choice. It's the professional standard. It's the foundation that makes sure your work is readable, consistent, and it's taken seriously right from the get-go. Okay, so with our uniform set, it's time to actually build the structure. These next few rules we've decoded, they're like the architectural blueprint for a clean, scannable, and super easy to read page. This slide shows a really common mistake. See on the left? Everything's double-spaced, and the entries just kind of bleed into each other. But on the right, that's the correct blueprint. The info for one source is single-spaced to keep it all together, but there's a clean double space between the different entries. It creates this perfect visual separation that guides your reader's eye right where it needs to go. Now for our next instruction from the secret file, and this one is totally non-negotiable. All entries must have a hanging indent. This is the signature look of a pro bibliography. It just means the first line of each entry is all the way to the left, and every line after that is indented. It's this cool little trick that makes the author's name just pop right off the page. And I know what you're thinking. How in the world do I actually do that? It's so much simpler than it sounds, I promise. First, just highlight the whole citation. Second, find your paragraph settings. It's usually a little icon you can click to open more options. And third, look for a menu called Indentation or Special and just select Hanging. That's it. 3 clicks and you've nailed one of the most professional formatting moves there is. We are in the home stretch now. These last few details we pull from our file are what take a bibliography from just good to great. It's time to master the fine print. Okay, rule number 1 of the fine print. Absolutely no numbering or bullet points. Your bibliography should be alphabetized by the author's last name. That's it. That's the only organization system you need. Adding bullets and numbers just creates a bunch of visual clutter on a page that we're trying to make clean and structured. You know, it's these little details that make all the difference. Our secret file is super clear about this. Every single comma, every period, it all matters. And hey, if you're using a URL, you've got to remove the hyperlink and the underline. That bright blue text is just distracting. And finally, do a quick double check that the URL itself is also in Times New Roman 12-point font. It's all about consistency. So, we've cracked the code, we followed the blueprint, we mastered the details, and now it is time for the professional payoff, to see what happens when we put it all together. I mean, just look at that transformation. On the left, you've got the chaos we started with, but on the right, that's the result of our mission. It's clean, it's professional, and it's totally effortless to read. Every entry is uniform, perfectly spaced, and has that sharp, hanging indent. This isn't just a list of your sources anymore. It's a statement about the quality and care you put into your work. So what we've really learned from our secret file is that these aren't just a bunch of random, annoying rules designed to trip you up. They're a system that's been designed for clarity, for consistency, and for showing off your hard work with the professionalism it absolutely deserves. So the next time you're getting close to the end of a big project, you're not going to be facing chaos. You're going to have an opportunity to show your attention to detail and your mastery of the material. You've cracked the code. The only question left is, what are you going to build with it?